Good morning. The title is totally clickbait.
いる世界で笑ったこと君の見る未来を奪ったこと君のこれ拭うのに愛の全てが
Um, so it's 6 in the morning and I don't feel so well. I am a little sick, but yeah, I'm gonna drink some tea. So don't let me drink by myself. Grab yourself a cup of tea. My water is boiling right now. Grab yourself a small cup of tea and we could just drink together like old times. My nose is a little stuffy and my throat feels kind of sore, but it's not like, it doesn't pain me whenever I ingest something or consume anything, so that's a plus. But I just want to get over this whole nasal thing that's happening right now. And yeah, just enjoy some tea with me. That hot chocolate is totally out of the question. So, what tea should I drink? I would normally go with ginger just to knock it out of the box, but I want to go with something a little more subtle. Like, maybe green tea is 100% organic. So, there's no question the level of boredom I have for this morning. I'm totally just asking y'all what color should I go with? Red or gray? The national vote is gray. I'll see you at tea time. Hey y'all. Alright, so I'm back. I got my big cup of tea. And first of all, do you have your tea with you? And even if you don't drink tea, do you have your coffee? Do you have juice? And if you drink, I'm not even gonna say that. Okay. So, I didn't want to just end off the video with me just drinking tea in front of you without saying anything or without having any kind of like entertainment. So, we are going to have story time. So what should I start off with first? Okay. I'm gonna talk to you guys about high school. I started off, well, first of all, I was in charter school ever since 5th grade, and I didn't like it at first in 5th grade because, you know, from public school, I was bullied and I used to bully, and, you know, but I finished off my elementary school experience being bullied. And I personally, to this day, felt like it was payback or karma from me bullying this one girl in elementary school, but whatever. I wanted to go to charter school in 5th grade because, you know, it was different and I thought it would be a bit different than, you know, what I experienced in elementary school. And, you know, with me being a little uninformed about how charter school operated or worked, I obviously, as a younger child, didn't like it, and I wanted to get out of middle school so badly. Now, personally, I can't stop going back to that school. I volunteered multiple times at the middle school, and, you know, I love half the teachers there, so middle school wasn't all that bad. High school was the real, like, boy, it was so annoying and, like, a lot of time you're just like this, like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Because every single thing I do, I get a consequence. So high school was basically set up where they taught you to stand up for yourself and to be proactive and advocate for yourself. However, whenever you do those things, you are looked at as very defiant, or you're being disrespectful, or you was talking out of turn, and that just was not fair. Like, what child wants to hear, oh, you're an adult if you do all these things, but you're a child if you do all these same things? The workload, I want to say it wasn't all that bad. In high school, of course, I'm just like, cheese and crackers, why the heck do I have to? Every night we had 3 to 4 hours of homework every single night. Friday, sometimes they will OD on Friday because we had 2 extra days to ourselves. But every night, 2 to 3 hours of homework. My sleeping schedule was way off, which is, I guess, that's how I developed my night owl thing. Because every night, I would like to go. Alright, I'll finish the hardest homework sometimes when I get home. And let's say it took me like until 10, sometimes 12 midnight to finish my homework. And then I'll set my alarm for 3 a.m. to finish the rest of my homework because I was just that exhausted, spending 9 to 10 hours at school and, not having enough time for myself. I had to do what I had to do to get all of the homework done, because if you didn't get homework done, you got an hour-long detention. Which was like very, very sickening because for example, I have physics homework, right? I completed the front and back page of my physics homework and all the answers on there was correct. I just didn't put the units. Now, instead of my physics teacher telling me, hey, next time put the units because they're extremely important when it comes down to science, she gave me an entire hour-long detention just because I didn't put units. And obviously, I didn't think that was fair because who wants to spend an hour after school for something that was a mistake? Like, it's not like I didn't leave anything blank. I didn't, and that was the only homework for the day that got me into an entire, and they took my lunch away from me. Not the food, but the social part of it. Like, I couldn't socialize. I had to be silent during lunch. Another incident that I had was with a dean at the high school, and first incident was in 9th grade, right? First coming out of middle school, we didn't in middle school you didn't get any real consequences for not completing homework. Like, yeah, you'll have silent lunch for not completing homework, and the teachers would take you upstairs to complete the homework you didn't finish, but you never served any homework consequences after school. Like, that just wasn't a thing. So coming into high school, with these new set of rules, you're just like, dang, you just got hit with a bat because now you gotta get used to something that was not enforced in middle school, which is no one's fault. Nobody's fault. So I'm sitting in the detention room the one Friday afternoon. This is when 9th grade, we first started with the high school. So it was only 9th graders in the high school first starting out. Every Friday, they used to hold 3-hour detentions because we would get out at 1 o'clock. Now, I don't know why the fact that we got out at 1 excused the fact that they got to keep us for an extra 3 hours just because we didn't meet a certain goal. But moving on. So I'm sitting in detention. I don't know why I have detention. They didn't have the list of why each person had detention, but they had a list of people who should be in detention, and I was on that list. Talk about unfair. So you know, I'm just sitting there minding my business, but then I'm also like, I also have my hand raised because I'm like, I want to go home. I don't know why I have to be here. Like, this is ridiculous. So the dean, he got a whole attitude. He leaves the room, and you know, all the energy is just directed on me because I refuse to pull out anything to do work because, you know, I refuse to do anything. Like, I shouldn't be here. So the other lady teachers, I think she was the school psychiatrist. She comes over to me, she's like, you should just really pull out something before you come back and, you know, do whatever. Like, she really gave me that vibe that this man is really dramatic. So he comes back in the room. I pulled out some flashcards. Well, I already had the flashcards out when he came into the room. So he stands next to me and screams, not scream, but he yells out loud for no reason. Like, mad at me because I'm not doing anything. But he felt like I was doing anything. Like, you think I'm really gonna sit here and write something down because, like, you want me to? Like, no way, dude. I'm not doing that if I don't feel like I should be here. And then, so that was like incident one. My mom ended up coming to the school a few days prior because I was just out of line. He lied to my mom, saying that I was giving him all this nectitude and I was giving him a whole bunch of attitude and whatever. First of all, you guys, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or have seen or just know me as a person, I don't necessarily have a lot of attitude. It's just like, I'm just me, whatever. I don't, you know, carry myself in the way that every time I get into an argument, I have to like break my neck just to get a point across. So my mom came up to the school and, you know, she dealt with him. She basically didn't believe half the words he was saying because, you know, he was full of crap. Like, I barely, with my superiors or any adult in general, I don't show disrespect at all. I just, you know, keep it subtle. I give people respect, the respect that they sometimes don't even deserve, but I just give it because I was taught to respect adults. I was taught to respect my elders. So, fast forwarding to the second incident that broke out between me and this dean. I was waiting for my sister because she was her and a group of students was preparing for a performance for Black History Month. And you know, practice doesn't seem really well. You know, everyone is just talking. They don't seem, to me, they didn't seem motivated at all to, you know, get things done. So I asked the dean, I'm like, hey, can I say something? Can I give some advice? Mind you, he gives me the floor to say whatever I wanted to say. So I said, maybe you should gather everyone around, motivate them, do a little prayer so they could be motivated during practice to perform really well. I don't know why he took this so like he was a complete jerk. He basically said, he shot my idea down in front of me, but my whole thing is, if you don't like what I have to say, or if you don't like the advice that I gave, just be like, hey, I hear you, but I don't necessarily think that's going to work, or I think something else, we should think of something else. Fine. If you didn't want my advice, just say it. But don't like publicly embarrass me. Like, he had the whole mic and was like, oh, she was like, he had the whole mic in his hand. He was like, oh, she said that I should motivate you guys and should pray and whatever. And he basically just shooting my idea, my thought, my advice down in front of everybody. And that got me really upset because I'm like, wow, you're going to really be this petty as a grown man and disrespect me in front of the entire group. So, you know, at the time, I was very, very, that got me deep in my feelings. Just gotta put that out there. It got me deep in my feelings. And, you know, I was really pissed. So I started like crying because, you know, I don't put my hands on anybody. So all the aggression that I do have, unfortunately, comes out through tears. So I'm crying, and, you know, he's talking to me. He's like, you should get out, this, that, and third. And I'm like, hold on, excuse me, wait. You're not my father. And obviously, in the moment, it was like more aggressive or whatever. But I was like, you're not my father. You can't tell me what to do. Who do you think you're talking to? So I get my stuff. I leave. He's still talking crap and whatever. And me and my sister, we go home, and come to find out, he called my mom like ASAP, like before he could finish swallowing a mint. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So he calls my mom. He's like, oh, me and your daughter had a falling out. She was very disrespectful, this, that, and third. And, you know, basically said my mom don't believe anything I say. And he said that I told her that I'm not her father, and she seemed to be a little bit bothered by that. First of all, I have a father of my own, okay, and I know him. He basically shaped who I am today, along with my mom. So there is no other man in this world that can make me feel bad that they're not my dad at all, especially him. I'm glad I'm not related to him. So that statement that he gave to my mom was complete BS. He could have kept that to himself. So, you know, once my mom relayed this to us, me and my sisters just cracking up laughing, because it's like, dude really just lied out of his face to our mom. And our mom really do not like liars. Like, don't even lie about, what's the pettiest thing I could say? Not even petty, the smallest thing. Don't lie about not cleaning under your fingertips. Don't even go there with my mom, okay? Just don't. This is not tolerated at all. So, a couple days after, I'm in the hallway, he approaches me, and he's bullying me to get an apology out of me. So, we're in the hallway, I'm like, I don't feel like I should apologize for anything because I really didn't do anything wrong. You let me have the floor to speak. I spoke, and you disrespected me. What am I at fault for? So he sits up there and he's like, oh, I'm sorry for this, that, and third. And now I feel like you should apologize to me. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not apologizing to you at all. So you could just like get that out of your mind, because it's not gonna happen. So he's like, all right, we'll have a meeting with your mom the next morning. I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. So I call my mom, just relaying everything that happened between us. And, you know, she's up to date. She's always up to date about everything, because I don't hold nothing back from my mom. Me and my mom is like this. We're best friends. So you can't say anything to her that she doesn't already know about me. So what can you say? So the conference following the next morning, or I think the next 2 days after that happened. My mom is there, my sister's there, I'm there, he's there, and the guy who was helping out with getting the Black History Month performance together, he was there also. Now, the dean that disrespected me, he tried to make it seem like, you know, I can't be trusted. Like, basically making up a story to my mom that I basically made up everything, and I was the one that gave him attitude and stuff, and, you know, that just was not the case. And he even lied, saying that he didn't publicly humiliate me, and he said, it seemed like I was yelling at you, but I really wasn't. And I was like, dude, you had the mic the entire time, so there's nothing you can really say to me to make me feel like you didn't publicly shame me or to make me feel like I was at fault for anything. So even the other guy was like, I don't know exactly what he did to make her so upset, but she got upset off of what he did to her. Now, I don't understand how he doesn't know what happened because he had the mic in his hand the whole time. And, you know, even he, the guy that was helping out, he was like, kill that noise, referring to me. So I don't know exactly what he was saying or talking about because he was very much involved as well. So, you know, and this was like in the middle of the day. It wasn't after school, it wasn't before school. It was in the middle of the day. And, you know, the bell rang for the next class period, and I just refused to apologize. So to him, it wasn't resolved. To me, it was resolved because I was already over it. Like, my mom really came up to the school for no reason. So when I left, my mom kind of stood up and, you know, was in front of him talking. Like, I assume, because it was a while ago, so I don't remember what my mom said specifically, or what she had told me what she said, because it was a while ago. So that was just my high school experience. I could go on and on about high school. Like, charter school is so, like, people say that you'll miss your high school days and you're gonna always want to go back and redo high school. Not me. Not this person. I can't relive my high school days. Certain things, yeah, I could have did differently, but to relive it or to go back, no. You guys can keep that memory. The little bit that I gave you now, you can have it. We could... okay, so I could talk about something else. Also, under the same topic of high school. So... actually, no. I think this video was long enough, so... thanks for joining me for tea. It was a delightful, and whatever drink that you have, you know, I'm pretty sure it tastes good. You're drinking it, right? I kind of feel a little bit better already drinking this tea. Alright, so thank you for watching my channel, or my video for today. I wish I was sleeping right now, but it's okay. Remember to always stay cool. Remember, the hashtag won't stick unless you really believe it. Like, people... cool individuals don't know they're cool, but I know you're cool. I know I'm cool. I'm a cool individual. You can't get around it. You can't get past it. If you're watching this video right now, you're already a cool person, so whatever. You can't deny it. Whoa. If you did not hear that, that is amazing. What else do I want to tell y'all? I guess that's it. Stay tuned for the next video. Hit that notification bell. Always hit that thumbs up button, y'all. And always comment down below. If you guys have any questions for me, just put it down in the comments. If y'all want to follow me on various, well, not various, but if you guys want to follow me on social media, there should be my name like somewhere right here or anywhere on the screen, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put it right there. And you know, if you have to work this early morning, good luck, because I'm tired of working where I'm working at. I want to work somewhere else. I want to go back to college. I want to do everything because I want to complete my goals in life. And it's getting to the point where I don't necessarily want to stay in the same place for too long. I want to progress, and I want to take you guys with me on this journey. So each goal that I complete or am about to complete, I will be rolling the camera. You will see footage of my successes and my failures, so stay tuned. And have a good day or good night, depending on what time you're watching this. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling. Stay cool, everyone. Peace.